Good morning, guys. We obviously have tanked on these indices. So hopefully all of you, but it sounded like there were a couple of you that missed yesterday's sell-off, unfortunately, during PM session. Just to review it quick, we got 5 minutes before we close out this hour. It was a pretty textbook setup in my opinion. We talked about it yesterday on AM session before we hopped off. Basically said that if price, bounced off of this daily low, put in an equal low right here. Said that getting long wasn't, impossible. It just would have been a little bit higher risk because of this draw being below price. It looks like there was a couple opportunities to get long if you were entering right before New York lunch, literally like 5 minutes before New York lunch. Price tapped into this fair value gap and breaker, and then ended up pushing higher all the way to the level that we had our eye on, which was the 30-minute breaker and the 30-minute fair value gap. And then said once price taps off of that, was going to scale into the 1 minute and then look for our entry. So saw the reaction right at the end of lunch. So price was pulling back, and then was just waiting for a 1 minute displacement. Ended up getting this little 1 minute breaker formation, fair value gap, market structure shift. Pretty, like I said, pretty clean and clear. Pretty much gave exactly what we wanted. So that was great. Entry right there. Ended up selling off TP 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then the reason I asked if anybody held a runner was because it was absolutely insane. By the time market actually closed, for me, it's like 3:15 p.m. Yeah, like right here. We had already basically doubled up that entire sell. So I didn't know if anybody had held on to any runners or not. But yeah, that was quite the sell-off. Made back already all of our losses from last week with some profit already. With this trade, we had another trade that hit TP2 technically on NQ, but we got stopped out the rest of the way in profit right around TP1. So I'm counting that as like a 3 TP kind of a trade. But between that trade, this trade we just took yesterday, we only had one loser this week, a small one on SPX, a 4-point loss on ES. So yeah, despite a losing week last week, getting our ass absolutely fucking kicked, we are good to go. And we are all the way back in green from that. So I just think that's pretty telling to how important risk management is. And all it takes is one good week and you're right back where you left off. So yeah, hopefully most of you guys caught that sell-off. As far as today goes, let's go ahead and I'm going to pull these charts up. Why don't we go ahead and double this bad boy up. I don't know why it does this to me. Apply to all. Thank you. All right, so this purple zone that we're in right now on E-mini S&P. Let's go to the daily and the weekly. Interesting. There's a nice liquidity void there on the daily. This is basically just the retest of this high. That's what I have marked out here. I'm going to go ahead and delete it just so our chart can stay clean. As far as what we could be reaching for short term, it is Friday. So at some point I am expecting a pullback today. It probably is going to happen during PM session though, I'm thinking. So I don't totally hate the idea of getting short during this morning session, but it would still have to give us a really nice move to do so. I think it possibly could be reaching for this little inefficiency here on the daily on E-mini S&P. As far as NASDAQ goes, I don't see anything on, what is the weekly time frame? Let's drop down to the daily. As far as NASDAQ goes, yeah, I don't really see much on this. We're kind of right at that mean threshold currently of this order block. Any lower prices though, obviously it looks like this would be the draw. This would be a pretty feisty expansion, which we could see today, but I'm not totally, set on that we will. We'll delete this. And then yeah, so I guess we'll be neutral. We'll be neutral for today. We took out our main sell side objective for the week at the end of yesterday. So At this point, any continued trading lower would kind of just be, for us at this point, it would be just waiting and letting a bullish PD array form after that. But yeah, weekly sell side level objective taken out now. And yeah, if we get a nice little bullish PD array to form, I would not mind getting long. We do have a nice market structure shift currently on both of these. You know, we have this last little punch through sell side on both ES and NQ. And then we see price expand with displacement to the upside, market structure shifting a couple different times here on NQ and a couple different times here on ES. But I'm not going to just fire away an entry right off the rip, personally, because we got this little inefficiency right below this low on ES. So we shall see. We might be able to get an entry off of this fair value gap. We might come take this out, fill it in fully, take out that internal sell side level that's nested right inside of there, right here. And yeah, maybe we can get something coming out of that if this does hold, but I kind of have a feeling that it won't. It does not. It doesn't look like it's going to hold on NQ for sure. So in which case, maybe we'll get SMT at the lows here. But yeah, not really going to like push it too much today. The setup has to be really stinking clear for us to take a trade here during AM session. You know, I think if anything, PM session could probably be a little bit more clear today, just because it's Friday, TGIF, waiting for that corrective move back up for the week. Might end up being the move, but it may or may not. Let me know if you guys caught any of. I was up. I saw that Mr. Michael Huddleston went live on YouTube this morning. I'm like, oh damn! So I went and started watching it, and I just had it on in the background. But yeah, it ended up getting taken down. It was like 50 minutes long. I got like halfway through it, and then it got booted off. So I don't know if you guys heard any of the crazy stuff. It sounds like he was saying some crazy tinfoil hat stuff, and he thinks that's why the video got shut down. You're in NQ shorts. Nice. Where was your entry from? Right here? Sergio? Or are you like still holding shorts from way forever ago? Let's go to this 15-minute time frame again. I'm just going to take a peek at the regular trading hours. Yeah, big opening range gap above. So we sold off a lot overnight still. Go back to electronic. And I'm going to mark New York midnight. Sergio must be shy. Or he just didn't hear me. Sergio. Friday, 6 a.m. Where's 11 p.m.? Aha. All right, so here's our New York midnights. Obviously, we're way below that, but just to have them annotated. Dropped it in Itzy's chat because sometimes the chat here doesn't work for pictures. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take a little peek. 1 minute time frame. Oh, yeah, so that 1 minute gap right there. Right now, we just took out the low. TP1 / risk free? Question mark. See, ES just dropped in. Pretty much put equal lows right there. Let's jump back out here to a higher time frame. Did form some bullish SMT at these lows now. Obviously ES with these higher lows, and then we got NQ lower low. Not a huge fan of these relative equal lows that they just printed. Want to see how we react to this fair value gap right here on ES. See if that disrespects. So far though, everything looks just fine. We got SMT. We see price pull back down, fill in this gap, tap into where? Mean threshold, respect. But we want to keep in the back of our mind how that 15-minute looked. The way that we respected this 15-minute gap. So in an ideal world, we'll see price continue to displace through this high. We'll see it and disrespect this gap, displace up, and then I would say in an ideal world, we'd actually see relative equal highs put in here. Pull back, pick us up, fair value gap lined up with this breaker, and then that can be our long entry. So two outcomes if we sell off from here. Obviously, if we do sell off, I'm ignoring it. I'm not getting long here just yet. I would expect this to have kind of been the inducement to then run everybody out again. But if it does hold in here, then what I would like to do is, once we break structure again, kind of an institutional order flow entry, Joe, and snag an entry up in here. As far as what the long targets could be, I think it's a decent assumption to think that we could come sweep these highs. We'll mark this out. So we'll see here, guys. I do expect that this would be where a lot of people are probably trying to get long right now. Like I said, I'm picturing this as inducement currently. Time will tell, obviously. But yeah, if we get this, if this does hold, and then we get another market structure shift with displacement here, at that point, I'd feel a lot better getting long. Look alive, once we start getting a retracement down to this level of discount, I would like to press a button to get long. Buy limit, yep. Alright, so I got this limit order set, guys. Gave us exactly what we wanted to see, so to me it's a little bit less risky of a long entry at this point if we can get this pull back down in. But yeah, hindsight obviously looks like this would have worked out as well. Ideally, I would like to see the high be left alone. I wouldn't want to see it treated like a sweep, at least. If this high doesn't get breached on ES, we're going to be in bearish SMT. I'm deleting this if this starts pulling back. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this for now. We can go add it back later if we need to, but as of right now, this is the problem. Won't lie, I mean, it still looks good. I mean, if you're just looking at the NASDAQ chart, I don't know how you wouldn't be bullish at this point, but that SMT spoiled it. It's an SMT both sides of the market. You love to see it. If this SMT goes away, I'm going to feel really good about our longs again. Kind of bites that we've already retraced into this a little bit, but a little bit like seek and destroy so far today. Haven't really gotten displacement yet, in my opinion, yet. Goodness. You know what? I feel like we got to trust the SMT today. Fucking A. Turn that off. Like this this volume on NQ. I like the structure a little bit more on ES. I like the SMT in our favor. Here's what I like. We can go stop above this high. We're light risk. I'm going to create a limit order. 2 contracts. Not 22 contracts. Sell limit, bang. I'm going to get short there, guys. We got this 2-minute market structure shift. We got a breaker here that took out the high. So this is high resistance liquidity run right here. And then we got the SMT in our favor, obviously. And would like us to come target all of these lows. This would be a great TP right here. So yeah, I'm going to get short here, guys. You can take it on NQ if you'd like, because of the volume, but you know, you got SMT telling us that it's stronger. We didn't get that same high resistance liquidity push right here in the form of this breaker taking out the high. So those are the reasons that I'm going to get short on ES instead. But I'm not going to go crazy with my risk. I'm going to de-risk a little bit today, just because in the case that I'm wrong, I don't want to. You know, we made back our losses from yesterday, or from last week yesterday. Got in profit overall over the last 2 weeks, and would like to stay that way. So I'm going to de-risk a little bit. This, you know, any profits today are going to be kind of just a little bonus for me personally. Still got these inefficiencies below here on ES, these relative equal lows that I think we could draw into at least. We'll look to go risk-free there. But yeah, guys, I'm in. But yeah, either way, light risk, only 3.5 handles, which is nice. All right, I'm out. 3.5 handle loss. Looks like we're gonna get that TGIF set up in AM session this Friday. From the looks of it, we'll see if it takes away that SMT. Sure will. Love to see it. Okay, well, yeah, easy to look at this market now, and in hindsight, you know, you're able to say fair value gap. You can actually look at this wick as your market structure shift, and this would have worked out fine. If your stop was below this fair value gap candle, you would have been run out, so that's also a little bit telling. But scaling into a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, held the gap. Never dug into that fair value gap here on ES. Yeah, looks like we might get the TGIF in the AM session, which is pretty uncharacteristic. Outsmarted myself. So anyway, well, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to take any more trades this morning. Maybe later for PM session. So I'm going to take the fact that the trade yesterday was the trade of the month so far, and it put us back in profit for the month. So I'm going to leave it at that. If there's anything that pops up for PM session, I might take it. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not going to push any more trade. I'm not going to force it, guys. I think that'll just be silly at this point. Just touched London low. Nice. Sick. Well, I'll revisit the market during PM session, but right now, I would just want to wait anyway. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord if there's anything. If you guys need anything, feel free to @ me or reach out. Is there any questions before we hop off though? That happened during the macro too, by the way. Yeah. Got the setup right before the macro, and then right in the macro we triggered in. Fuck. Really felt like we were gonna get that. Anyway, no questions? Yes, no, maybe so. Questions, comments, concerns, feedback, funny jokes. Going once, going twice. Sold to the ghost in the corner. All right, well, have a great day, everybody. Have a great Friday. I'll let you guys know if there's anything for PM session. If I don't talk to you before then, which I think I will, but if I don't, have an amazing weekend. Have fun. Be safe. Whatever you do today, don't revenge trade. Everybody should be doing just fine so far for the month of August, even though it's this isn't the way we wanted to end Friday, but who knows? We might get it back later. But if nothing else, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. Peace out. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll chat with you guys later, okay? Peace out.